Did you know that you can start your own makeup or beauty brand with your own logo on the packaging, your own logo on the product and everything for just under $200? But you didn't know. I told you. Hi guys, my name is Nana Berima and welcome back to my channel. Finally, I can say welcome back to my channel. Um, this is my second video of our next video series that I'm doing on businesses that you can easily start online. So welcome. If you're new on my channel, be well to subscribe. If you're coming back, gracias. Thank you for coming back and checking out what next video I have. On today's episode, we're going to talk about private labeling, which is one of my top 5 ways of making money, online. In my previous episode, by the way, if you haven't watched the previous episode, it's long. It's like 38 minutes. So after this one, go back and watch that one. So yes, today's episode 2 of the series of how to start a business online. I'm going to talk about one of the ways that you can start a business online. I'll switch to my PC now. That's what we do here. If you're new, this is what we do here. We switch to PCs. So I'm switching to my PC now. So in my previous episode, I spoke about the different ways you can make money online, some of them e-commerce and all of that. But this is my top 5 that I have selected. I've put together my top 5 that I believe these are easier to start and anybody can start these. So you remember from my previous episode, I mentioned that if anybody stopped me anywhere and asked me, I want to start a business online, which one should I do? I would say private labeling, because by far it is where you can make more money. And you don't have to be physically present, or you don't have to have the product, or sometimes you have to have the product, but it's easy, So I thought to talk about that first in my list. And so today we are handling private labeling. And from the title, obviously, you see what we are doing today. So today I'm going to try start a makeup or a beauty brand from scratch with just $200. $200. So let's get into it. So first of all, a few things you need. You need a supplier, you need branding, and you need to know how to sell it. Then we'll compare our budgets and how much you spent and how much you're going to make. So I'll start with the supplier, right? Finding a supplier, you'd want to go to Alibaba, because that's like the easiest way to get suppliers. So here we're looking for what? Private label makeup products. I want to do makeup brushes. So you go here and say private label makeup brushes. Oh, my private is spelled wrong. Yeah, private label makeup brush. Plenty of those. For time's sake, I've already pre-selected one. I've already gone through and searched for one, which is this one. I'll explain why I chose this one. If we go back to the document, you realize that I have stated a few things you need to do here. By the way, if you need these documents or you need this document that I'm working from, you can just send me a hi or DM on Instagram. Go check my Instagram. You can send me a hi on Instagram and I'll send it to you. So if you check here, I've listed a few things you need to check out for, on the supplier to be sure that this is a good supplier to work with on AliExpress. First of all, it's the fact that they ship to Ghana, because obviously you're in Ghana, you don't want to have your things here. They have processed over $10,000 in sales, and they have been registered for the past year or two. This is not necessarily by force, but I would want to be on the safe side, so I'll go with somebody that has been registered for like the past 2 years. And then they have a minimum order quantity of 100 or less. So the supplier is checked, and I have here fits all my criteria. I don't want to go back to their profile, but if you go back to their profile, they have processed over $30,000 in sales and everything. So I'm sure that these people are trustworthy. So here we have a brush that is selling for, if you're buying 22, 999,000 pieces, they'll sell it to you at $5 roughly. Fine. It has here minimum order set of 50, which means it fits our criteria. Like I already said, the supplier has already processed over 30,000 and all of that. Our budget is $200, right? And you need to be sure also that this person allows customized logo. You also have an option for customized packaging, which obviously will come at a higher price, but as it stands, you're not sure of your brand's this is your first order you're making, so you don't want to be sure first of when it comes in, you're able to sell it. You know, okay, this is actually a business I can run. My friends want it. I have people who want the business, who want the product, and all of that. And then you go back in and you do a customized packaging and everything. But here it's sort of like to test your market and make sure you actually have a product that people would love and all of that. You can do so many other things. You can do makeup palettes. You can do makeup foundations. Everything. It's already made. So yeah, we're going to go with brushes. This is $5. I think it fits in the budget. I checked with some people. I actually checked some shops online, and they're selling makeup. This set of makeup. This is a set of 14, I think. And this, we're getting it for $5. We can sell this for like 120 cedis, right? But because you're starting, obviously you need to start small and climb up. So we're looking to start at 100 cedis. So even at 100 cedis, mind you, we have a budget of $200, right? So this is how much 37 pieces of this makeup. So I've checked with the supplier, they fit all the criteria I set. Fortunately for me, this supplier does free shipping to Ghana, which means I don't have to pay for shipping. Sometimes you might have to pay something small for shipping and all of that. Usually what you do is when you come here, you contact supplier first. When you get everything sure, you contact the supplier first. You have a chit chat with the supplier, usually just to be familiar with the person, because this person is somebody you're going to be dealing with for a very long time. So you don't want to be friends with the person first before you start your order. For time's sake, I'm just going to go ahead like we're starting an order. So shipping is free. 37 pieces of this is costing us $184. Mind you, our budget is $200. After this, we have $16 remaining, right? I'll show you where the $16 will go. So now we have our supplier. All right, let me go back to the document. We have a supplier who meets all this criteria, and we are getting the items. We're getting the item at 184 USD. Right? I'm trying to hit the $15 minutes, 10 to 15 minute mark. So I'm a bit rushed, but you understand. So we are at $184 just on the product. Ordering your first samples of let me say 37 pieces. Now we go to branding. Branding basically, in this case, because you're online, you're virtual, we're not looking at doing selling online or anything. We're looking at selling locally. So you see here that when we come down, you see the selling as I have online and local. Today I'm only tackling local. I'll come back online some other time. So this is costing us 37 pieces of the makeup brushes is costing $184. I'll leave it there. Branding. So branding, basically what you need is a logo. No, you need a logo to put on the product. You come here to Fiverr. I spoke about Fiverr in my previous episode, where it's another place you can make money online, in the sense that you can go and sell a service that you can render, and people will come and buy you can start from like $5 to like $10,000, right? Today, here, we're coming to look for somebody to do something. We are pretending that we don't know how to do anything. That's what we are doing. So this is like the least. So you need a logo, obviously. So you go for logo design. That's all you need. It will shock you how much people will do a logo for. Hold up. I'll show you. This person says they'll do a logo for $20. This person says they'll do a logo for $90. This person says $50. This person says 25, 70, 40, 35, 40, 100, 25, 95, 35, 80, 45, 25. No. Our budget is 60. Oh, bingo. This person will do for $15. This person will do for $10. Hello, Mr. $10. Correct. Logo concept, high quality. I mean, if you look at this, it's nothing you wouldn't like. So we're sure of a supplier or of somebody who will do a logo for us for $10. I'm not saying that if you have friends in Ghana that can do a logo, give it to them. Let them do it. Let them charge you for it. I'm a graphic designer. Well, I have been a graphic designer before. I still do graphic design. And I understand how your friends will just say, Charlie, if you do my logo for me and all of that, go pay. Yeah, pay. You have a friend who does graphic design, pay them to do a logo for you. This person we can trust. They've had over 800 reviews. So we can trust this person. $10. So you know that previously, we spent this here, and then we're spending. Okay, let me take this down to our budget area, just so it's easier to. Product cost. Yeah, branding, $10. So our total cost, and I'll come back. Somebody might ask me, what about selling and local? Don't worry, I'll come back to it. Yeah, hang on there, coming. So the total here is 194 USD, which is a good one if you ask me, for 37 pieces of makeup brushes sets, 37 sets of makeup brushes. So this is how much we have spent so far, right? And mind you, this is all we are spending on. The rest I'll show you. So now we have branding done. Also on the branding, I've mentioned here that you search a brand name that you can use. If you're an influencer, you can use your name. If you're very influential, maybe on social media, or you're a radio person or a TV person or anything, or you do makeup and you're a makeup artist, which is even best in this case. If you're a makeup artist, this is what you should do, to be honest. You can do your makeup for $150, 150 cedis. Yeah, you're making money, but I tell you, if you start selling your own product, you make a lot of money, and you don't have to make these products yourself. That's the beauty of it. So yes, research a brand name that you'd want. In my previous video, I mentioned Barryma brushes, and people now think that I sell brushes. That's fine. It's alright. Let's pretend again that I'm selling Barryma brushes. I have mentioned here that you need to make sure also that your brand name is available as a domain name. And this is very, very important, because in the future, when you think of selling online, you need a domain name to be able to sell online, right? You need a domain name to create a website that you sell on. And so you need to make sure that whichever name you set for your brand should be available as a domain name. And so this is what we are going to do. We are going to check if my domain, Barryma brushes, is available as a domain name before I use it to order a logo and start customizing my product. So Barryma brushes, I will share my enemies if this thing is available. I will share my enemies. Okay, my enemies. Shit. It's available. So now I'm sure that my brand name, Barryma brushes, can actually be used. I can get a domain and use it for a website in the future if I start selling online. Bingo. So now I'm sure of my Barryma Barryma Organics. By the way, I have a farm that is Barryma Organics, which is why I said Barryma Organics. So my Barryma brushes name is available. So now I can go back here to my logo supplier here and just continue and buy a logo offer and anything, and the person will design a logo for me in 3 days, right? And so within these 3 days is when I say that you start chatting with the supplier to be sure that you guys get along a bit before you start transacting business. Once I have that done, I am sure of everything. Now I have a logo. I'm going to get my branding in 3 days. I'll send to supplier will put it on the product for me. Bingo, I have a product to start selling. And if you check on the supplier, the shipping was going to take 3 to 13 days. So give or take, this whole process is taking 16 days, because 3 days for your logo, 3 to 13 days for your product to arrive here in Ghana. So everything is taking roughly 16 days. You get it? And it is specified in business days, which means that it's 16 straight days. So you're looking at like 2.5 weeks, roughly 3 weeks, and your product is here in Ghana, branded in your own name or in your own brand and all of that. So yes, now that we have our name and we have ordered our product, the product has come. How do you sell this product? I have sold a lot of things online within the beauty niche, and I realized that the easiest way to sell anything that is of beauty, anything that's within the beauty niche, to anybody is through social proof. Social proof in the sense that a lot of people on social media are talking about it or are leaving reviews on it, or when they go on your Instagram and they see that maybe you post the product, a lot of people come and leave their reviews on it that, oh, it's good, I have used it, and all of that. Or your Instagram is very lively, where people, you're showing nice pictures or nice packaging of the products. And one way you could also easily get social proof is when you get user-generated content. In digital marketing, they call it UGCs. When you get a lot of UGCs, in the sense that you give to, say, influencers, or you give it to, say, popular makeup artists in Ghana, for instance, you just send them free samples. So I have here how you sell how you sell it locally. First, start with your friends. Start with your friends. I can't emphasize this enough. Mind you, we're only selling this thing for 100 cedis per set, right? Start with your friends. If you have 20 friends, 50 friends, imagine if out of your 50 friends, you have a conversion rate of 5%. Conversion rate in the sense that you have conversion rate, so you have 50, not everybody will buy. Let's say just 5% of them buy from you. What's 5% of 50? That number, I don't remember that number. And you're selling, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. 50 divided by, let's say 10%, which is 5. 10% of your friends of 50 buy from you. That's 1,000. Do you get what I mean? Don't worry. Just sell 10 within your friends, put the rest on Instagram. Or you also see here that I have said here, start with friends. Once you get your friends to start buying in, let them post pictures on Instagram about the product. Let them post, oh, I got this. I got this product from my friend. I used it and I love it. La 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 la. If you want to get some, this is her link, or this is a link to her page and all of that. Go there and have your. It works. I'm just telling you, it works. Second point: sleep on Instagram. Listen, sleep on Instagram. Let me give you a tip, right? I do digital marketing. This is what I do for a living. Digital marketing is what I do for a living, right? One of the ways you can easily grow your page organically is just getting interactive. Going on Instagram, liking pictures. Don't comment, just like pictures, scroll. Sometimes comment if you know the person or you're personal with the person. Comment, leave a like, lots of things, right? The algorithm basically just sees you as a very, very active person on Instagram. And think about it, Instagram algorithm is all about consistency and popularity, right? So if you're getting friends to post you, a lot of people are, the algorithm is hearing your handle a few times. People are commenting, people are opening to your page, there is interaction happening on your page, the algorithm recognizes you. And then the big brands, in this case, I said sleep on Instagram, identify your market. Yeah, obviously, if you're selling makeup brushes, your demography is like 17 years, women between the ages of 17 years to the age of 40 years. This is easy, at least from where I stand as a digital marketer. I can easily just think of this. And then meet them where they are. Meet them where they are in the sense that these people are looking for trainings on makeup. So people, they want to know how to do makeup. They are basically maybe checking another makeup artist page for inspiration and all of that. And so get more social proof, which is send makeup artists some samples to review and all of that. Give you an Instagram post or something, just so you become very, very relevant on Instagram. I mentioned all of them here. Social proof is your golden ticket, which is what I mentioned earlier. If people start hearing about you, people start seeing comments under your page, they know that you're legit and they would want to buy from you. Make influencers your best friends. Listen, send them free stuff. Don't worry. We have 37 makeup sets. I'll break it down. We have 37 makeup sets. Give some for free. Give some out for free. Let them talk about it. Just create that buzz online. And mind you only do this once, just the beginning. Once you get customers coming to you, they would now tell their friends, and their friends will come straight to you. You might not necessarily need this influencer again. So mind you, most of these free things you give are just once. Give out free samples. I mentioned that. So now, yes, we have found a supplier. We have got a logo for our supplier to put on our product. Our product has reached Ghana. We know how to sell it. We have sold it. So we have sold 37 pieces of makeup brush sets. And the total, this is total cost. Let me see the total cost into Ghana cedis. This is it, 194 USD to Ghana cedis. 1,115. We are rich people. 1,115. This is total cost. This is total cost. Now let's do profit. So we're selling at 100 cedis. So 37 times 100, 3,700 minus 1,115, 2,585 Ghana cedis. So this is if we sell all the 37 pieces, which I bet you can sell in a month if you're wild. This is how much profit, net profit, because mind you, you haven't spent on marketing or anything, because this is local, and so most of your marketing is word of mouth and through influencers and social proof. So this is your net profit. $2,585 Ghana cedi, sorry. 2,585. This is how much. Sorry. This is how much profit you're going to make after spending just $194 to create. And mind you, from this day on, you have a makeup brand now. You have a makeup brush brand now. People will start recognizing you for that. Now, you start doing other things. You can start doing eyelashes. You can start doing. Once you get that brand and people, associate with your brand and people start buying from you, you have them as customers. I'll subsequently talk about customer service and all of that. You have them as customers. Subsequently, when you start releasing new products, you can even send these people free samples to test out, because you have like that already markets, who are already in the same niche of looking nice and using makeup and all of that, and they have bought brushes from you, which means that they do makeup. So in the future, if you have eyeliners, they will buy. If you have eyelashes, they're most probably likely to buy. If you get lip gloss, they're most likely to buy it. So that's it for now. Hopefully, oh god damn it. So yeah, we're still around 24 minutes, 23 minutes. I tried to be faster, but that is it. So yeah, guys, do well to subscribe to my channel. This is episode 2. Next one is episode 3. If, like I said in the beginning, if you hadn't watched episode 1, go back and watch it. It will make sense subsequently. So guys, I'll see you next time. Subscribe and like and ring the bell. I'll see you. Bye.